As the first golden light spills over the Pacific, Sydney wakes gently, wrapped in salt air, sunlit sails, and the quiet rhythm of a city by the sea. This is a place where ancient stories whisper from sandstone cliffs, and vibrant neighborhoods pulse with creativity, cuisine, and culture. Welcome to Roam the Cities, where we explore the world's most dynamic destinations, one city at a time. Let's begin at the edge of Bennelong Point, arguably Sydney's most iconic silhouette, the Sydney Opera House. Designed by Danish architect Jørgen Utzon, its white shells reach toward the sky like the sails of ships that long ago brought settlers and change to these shores. Completed in 1973 after much political drama and innovation, the Opera House is more than a performance venue. It's a tribute to the daring of modern design and a spiritual landmark that acknowledges the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land. If you have time, step inside for a tour, or better yet, attend a performance at sunset. The building glows, and so does the harbour beyond. Just steps away is Circular Quay, a bustling crossroads of old and new. From here, you can catch a ferry to Manly, Taronga Zoo, or simply drift across the water and watch the skyline unfurl behind you. The ferry ride to Manly around golden hour is one of the cheapest and most beautiful cruises in the city. Next, we wander into the Rocks, Sydney's oldest neighbourhood. Its narrow streets and sandstone buildings tell stories of convicts, dock workers, and a city finding its feet. On weekends, the Rocks markets invite you to browse local crafts, indigenous art, and street food under the shadow of the harbour bridge. Check out the Argyle Cut Tunnel, or Nurses Walk, a quiet lanes where history echoes between the stones. Now we slow down and head east to the Pacific. Bondi Beach is where Sydney loosens its collar. Surfers bob in the swell, sunbathers stretch out on golden sands, and coastal walkers follow the cliffside path to Quay. This 6-kilometre walk is one of the world's great seaside strolls. Along the way, you will pass tide pools, Aboriginal rock carvings, and dramatic sandstone cliffs. For a quieter moment, pause at Gordon's Bay. Bring goggles, it's a marine reserve and a snorkeler's secret. Let's continue inland into Sydney's inner suburbs, starting with Surry Hills. What was once a rough industrial area is now a tapestry of cafes, boutiques, and creative studios. Grab breakfast at Reuben Hills or Bill's, where the coffee is taken seriously and the ricotta hotcakes are legendary. This is where Sydneysiders brunch, linger, and watch the day unfold. From there, head west to Newtown, a haven for artists, activists, and students. King Street is the spine of it all, lined with thrift shops, vegan bakeries, and murals that speak to Sydney's bold, progressive soul. Don't miss the Carriage Works Farmers Market on Saturdays. Here, you'll find native herbs, fresh pastries, and organic cheeses, all under the roof of a former railway depot. When you need to pause, find your way to the Royal Botanic Garden. It's more than a green space. It's a living archive of native and exotic flora, a haven for birdsong, and one of the city's most serene views. Follow the footpath to Mrs. Macquarie's chair, a sandstone seat carved in 1810. Sit, breathe, and take in the Opera House and bridge framed perfectly across the bay. Sunset here feels timeless. As night falls, Sydney lights up in subtle ways. Head to Chinatown for handmade dumplings at Din Tai Fung. Or try the sizzling hot pot at Spice World. For something playful, check out Darling Square, an urban pocket of food stalls, neon art, and ramen joints. Sydney's multicultural spirit is best tasted at its tables. Vietnamese pho in Cabramatta, Lebanese sweets in Granville, or Cantonese banquets in Hurstville, all part of this city's delicious identity. Sydney is a city that changes with the seasons. In spring, jacarandas splash the streets with lavender blooms. Summer brings beach days and festivals. Autumn calms the pace with golden leaves falling in Hyde Park. And winter, take a day trip to the Blue Mountains, where mist wraps the valleys in mystery. Sydney is a city of contrasts and calm, where Indigenous heritage meets contemporary life, and where every ferry, every laneway, every tide tells a story. It's not just about where you go here. It's how the light falls, how the city breathes, and how you feel as you stand still in the middle of it. Thank you for joining me on Roam the Cities, where we uncover the spirit of the world's most remarkable places. Until next time, travel thoughtfully, explore deeply, and always roam with purpose. Share your own Sydney moments in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and tap the bell to follow our next adventure.